have Childish Gambino, and when he's just known as Donald Glover, he was just doing his stand up. He was writing for 30 Rock, you know, and then he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna rap," and no one took him serious, and he ended up blowing up. He had like a fire album he just dropped this year. His series Atlanta won one major award, and he also won for Best Actor. I mean, why do you think it's so hard for people to take comedians seriously when they want to do more outside the box of comedy?
I don't, because they think you're supposed to. They think it's not enough money on this earth for everybody. People don't want you to branch out and get new money. Like it's kind of in the same ballpark as my pastor. He had you know, he makes a lot of money or whatever, and you already know how people think when it comes to pastors making money, which is dumb because you have to be a proof of, you know, your product. You don't want no broke pastor because then you're gonna be broke, you know. But he makes a lot of money and he does a lot of investing. So a lot of people knows him as being a pastor. And one day he told his congregation, he was like, if y'all knew what I had my hands on or what I invested into, y'all wouldn't even support me. Like he has a brand of water out there, but he's not gonna put his name on it because he knows, like, if they find out I'm doing anything but preaching, they're not gonna support me. And he's not wrong. Like, all he's doing is investing his money. He's flipping his money. He's thinking of ways, like he probably owned a nail salon, but he's not gonna let you know that because you're gonna think, man, I ain't finna put no more money in this man's pocket, man. No, man, he ain't supposed to be doing it. That's how they look at comedians. Like, I can't help that. I don't like to call myself a comedian. Like, I'm an entertainer. I entertain all around the board. I write music, serious music, comedy music. I act, dance, all of that. Because if you take Drake, it's all about what you put yourself out there doing first. Mm-hmm. Drake, biggest rapper, one of my favorite rappers, killing the game. When he's on SNL, hilarious. People are laughing at him. They don't call him a comedian, but he can get away with being funny. So why is it that when a comedian wants to do serious music and is actually good at it, you can't take it serious? But if Drake puts on a wig and reenact Cat Williams and did a great job, you just, oh man, Drake is just all around, he was on Degrassi. So it's like, people that's just the way they think. They don't want to think better. They don't want to become better. They want to put you in the box, and they want to put you over here, and they say, okay, all right, you good over here. Let's just keep you here. They don't want to see you branch out. Mm-hmm. It's just the way people think. There's no explanation for it. Somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Has any of your peers tried to tell you, yo, just chill out with that music stuff and just focus on the comedy?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a lot of my fans that DM me and was like, yo, why don't you take music serious? I was listening to this, man. Like, to this day, I made a song called Karma 3 years ago. And it's a serious song. It's a story. My first storytelling song ever.
Right.
Over close to around 600,000. And that's just the MP3. So it was just like, when people heard this, it was like, yo, man, this song's about to make me cry, or boom, 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 boom. So you like good music. And to this day, people are saying, yo, you need to make a video to that. So I'm not finna sit here and listen to anybody that's telling me, yo, you should stick with comedy. And I'm not gonna say any names, but I've called some people that's in the game, and I say, hey, I'm working on this song, and I'm trying to, what I'm saying, I'm kind of stuck right here. You think you can help me out with this? And then their first response is, yeah, but I think you should do this, man. I think you should, you should stick with this and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, all right, don't worry about it. Man, don't worry about it. Because how the game works, there's no handouts. You know what I'm saying? Like, when these new rappers, it's like a cycle. When you have a new rapper that's freshly out, you're gonna see an old head rapper, someone that's already been in the game and established. They're gonna jump on the hottest thing out to keep relevant. But if that new artist flops and only has one song, you're not gonna see them with the legendary people that's already established. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, all right, it's a business type thing. It's not no genuine stuff. You can look at some of these rappers now, and they'll be in a picture acting like they all cool with the new artist out, like, yo, this my brother from another mother, you know, we finna take over. But as soon as they album not doing well, the new artist album is not doing well, you don't see the celebrity reaching out to them like, hey man, I'm gonna help you get your career back on your feet, because it's business. So with that being said, as a child, whenever I seen a celebrity, I never freaked out. You know, I ain't walking, oh my God, I ain't never been starstruck over no other human, period. And I never will be, because there's no handouts. They gotta see you. In order to be with the elite, you gotta make it on your own. They gotta see, like, all right, what can you do for me? One hand gotta watch the other. I'm not finna go, like some people get lucky, like Big Sean, he, you know, I guess if the story is correct, you know, he luckily ran up on Kanye in the studio, played some of his stuff, got on. But you're not finna go to your average celebrity and be like, hey man, I got this mixtape, you should check it out. They take it, listen to it, and boom. They gotta watch you. They gotta watch you get on, because they had to go through it.
Yeah.
So once they see that you can stand on your own, and now you have a fan base that they can cater to, they can steal your fan base and you can steal theirs, that's when a bond is made, and you gotta respect that. Cause it's people every day. It's people every day sending me mixtapes through my my DMs and my emails. And to be real, I'll listen to some, and some of them like, I ain't gonna even, cause I got my own stuff to do. And they'll realize that if and when they get on.
Right. How often do you give feedback? Do you like respond to your fans that give you their mixtapes?
Sometimes, you know, it just depends. Like I'm not against listening to upcoming music, you know. It is what it is. And like I said, I've been in their position before. So the least I can do is listen. Like I don't promise anybody anything. And then the type of person I am, if I like a song that you did, I would download it and I would play the hell out of it in my car. I'll just play it. And then it just goes from there. Because once I get on or I get comfortable, you know, and whatever I want to be, I wouldn't mind doing the song with you. Like I know a hit when I hear one. I just call first dibs. That's what these old heads are doing.
But do you think some of these artists now that they don't want to collaborate with new artists because it's a competition? Everyone kind of is doing the same type of trap rap, and you know you're just literally one hit away, and they could take your spotlight.
And the people and what people don't realize is that's so stupid. They so everybody except for in New York. That's why I respect New York music so much, because if it's a radio song, it's still kind of hip hop-ish. You know, no disrespect to the South, but everything is the same. Even the new artist is trying to get on. Like do you not realize you sound like everybody else? Like I know you realize it. And props out to the Migos, because they honestly started this new rap that everybody is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, like they're not thinking like, man, nah, I need to do something different. And honestly, that's why I have not really promoted my real music like that yet, because we're in our own lane with this comedy. We're holding it down, at least for now, when it comes to making comedic songs, because it's still catchy, it's still lyrical, and it's still the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So these they're not gonna get it. And that's another reason why I don't listen to up and coming rappers, because first of all, I'm not really gonna take anything you say serious if it's about if every other line is about drugs, guns, and hoes. I'm tired of that. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, like, big fan of Thug and Migos, and even though that's all they talk about, honestly, it's the beat. It's the beat. That's what you vibing to. Because if you listen to that stuff a cappella, it's like, I'm about to graduate backwards. You know, if I keep listening to this music, you know? So the message to the new artists, like, if you making a song put it out there and compare it to all these other songs I had. If it sounds the same, you gotta do something different. That's why CyHi The Prynce, I believe if any one of these rappers, any one of them, new or old, if they get in a session with CyHi The Prynce, they're not gonna come out that studio making the same type of music. That man is he's so brilliant, and his penmanship is so crazy. He's writing for the artists that everybody's going crazy over.
Right.
So it's like, all the new artists try to, I ain't gonna say, flood his Instagram and all that stuff, but if you ever find yourself in a session with him, these bubblegum rappers and these new day and age rappers, they not gonna come out that studio the same. And if they do, it's still respect to them because they're sticking with their lane. But being around CyHi The Prynce type of music, and it's not even no plug anything, I'm just being, honest.
Yeah, I know of him, yeah.
You be in the studio session with him, I've been fortunate enough to sit in a couple studio sessions with him. It's his music, even if he's talking about drugs, that stuff he's actually been through and is lyrical, it's going to motivate you. Today's music is gonna motivate you to dance. You can only sit in the club, but if you can't sit in your car and listen to that music all day.